Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to define and work with vectors on MATLAB. So first of all, this is the command window that you can work inside. And if you define some variables, then by typing CLC, which I always recommend killing the command window, then it's gonna help you to focus on your problem. Also, if you see the workspace here, you define two variables a and b, which by using clear, you can clean the workspace. And again, it's gonna help you to concentrate on the problem. So the first step, I'm gonna define a vector a by using some numbers inside the bracket. So let's define that vector a by typing some random numbers, right? Yeah. So when you click enter, you see that vector A is defined, and here it shows the elements of vector A. Now I'm gonna transpose this vector. Let's define transpose by AT and A prime. So when you want to transpose a vector, a matrix, you have to use prime. And also, I'm gonna save the transpose of vector A into a new variable with name of AT. If I enter, you see that AT is defined the workspace. And if you click, you see that this is exactly the transpose of vector A. Now I'm gonna show you how to access to some specific elements of vector A. For example, I want to see or work with the first element. Then I'm going to write 1 inside the parenthesis of vector A, which is going to gives me -1, which is true, or A5, which is 0 here. Or for example, I want to see what is the last element of vector A. I can type end, this gives me 10, or I can write 6 because I know that vector A has 6 elements. Again, it gives me 10. So one way to delete some elements of vector is by using empty brackets like this. So here I ask to delete the last element of vector A. If I enter and then type A, you see that 10, which was the last element, is completely deleted. Now here A has only 5 elements. The 6th element is gone. So another interesting way to access some elements is using by colon operator like this. This is called colon operator, and by doing this command, I ask to extract elements 2, 3, 4. So now you see that these elements are 2, 3, 4 are extracted here. Or I can say AX, which is the extracted elements, A2, 4. If you click on AX, you see that these elements are extracted and stored into a new variable. Now I'm gonna show you how to access specific elements. For example, first element and fourth element. Then you see that -1, which was the first element, is extracted, and the fourth element here, 1, 2, 3, 4, -5, right? And also another way to extract some elements is using 4 -1, 2. By doing that, you can extract elements like 2 until 4, but in a reverse approach, which if you compare this line by this one, which I asked 2 until 4, you see that these are exactly reversed. And also another way to define vectors and then work with multiple vectors together to get a new vector is that let's define vector A, 1, 2, 3, and also vector B, which is -5, -6. Now you define two vectors, A and B. I want to define a vector C, which is defined based on A and B. So I'm going to ask, for example, A, B. It's like I'm going to stick two vectors together to create a new vector. Then you see that vector C is 1, 2, 3, which are A, and -5, -6, which are B. And here in the workspace, you can also see vector C. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good life.